So because I want us to get used to using light pressure with charcoal, we're going to be mapping out the following two exercises, only using charcoal and not a pencil. For this first one, we are going to emphasize the light and dark values as seen in Chiaroscuro drawings and paintings. So I'm starting with an oval, using the lightest pressure I can get while still moving this across the page with my charcoal. Midway down, so halfway down, I'm going to draw a line. And then I need to divide the area just from a little bit slightly lower from the top of the head all the way to the chin in thirds. So I've got 1/3 here, 1/3 here, and then the chin. I'm going to make a little, like a motorcycle helmet mask. A little triangle here. It's going to be the underside of the nose. And then this area, the upper third of the space from the nose to the chin, is where we're going to see the upper lip. So I'm just going to map that out. And the little shadow beneath the lower lip. And now we're ready to start shading. So I'm going to shade into this area that I've marked out along the side of the nose, on the underside of the nose, and now moving across the sides of the face. And you'll have your Asaro heads for reference for this first one. You'll notice as we move along that it's definitely easier to work large with charcoal, just because proportionately is a medium much better suited to that. But just here, we're just learning how to use the medium, so it's okay to work small. I'm slightly smudging these areas. The tops of the ears are going to kind of reach where the eyebrows would be, the bottom of the ears, the bottom of the nose. And we can hatch in some hair. So the highlight of the hair is going to come in a diagonal line down here. So I'm just hatching from side to side. There's going to be a cast shadow underneath the chin. And a little bit of a shadow bouncing from the hair over the top of the forehead and the sides of the face. I can now come in and refine some of these features, so I'm just going to narrow the jawline a little bit. I'm going to make slightly darker areas for the eyes. And move up on the sides of the cheeks. Okay, so now that we've done the first exercise, we'll move on to the second, which is using a technique called sfumato. That's a form of chiaroscuro where the background is blended in with the subject. So here I'm going to just use the flat side of my piece of charcoal to set a ground. And then smudge this. And here, instead of looking for the darkest areas, I'm going to look for the lightest areas, and using heavy pressure with my eraser, I'm going to pick them out. So I'm just going to use the little drawing above as reference. So I'm coming in, lifting out the lightest areas along the forehead. A slightly lighter area coming down the bridge of the nose. Two light areas where the cheeks are. And then the chin. And the upper lip area. So basically I'm just erasing the areas where the light hits. It's okay if this isn't super detailed, just, you know, we're working small so we don't have like a lot of room. Lifting out the highlights in the hair. And now I can come back in and reinforce the darker areas. Okay, so now we're ready to move on to some larger drawings.